Hello again, everybody. Welcome to OCVarsity.com for our OCVarsity Dugout Show, the softball edition. I'm Steve Fryer here with the Sultan of Softball, the Duke of the Diamond, Carlos Arias. Carlos, we're heading into the quarterfinals, some pretty good matchups. We're here at Pacifica High School where the Mariners are getting ready to play Santiago of Corona. I think when you're looking at that bracket ahead of time, you're probably thinking, Carlos, the division title in Division I, it goes through Santiago?
Yeah, I was thinking that I'm going to be at that game no matter what. I don't care where it is. If they put it on the moon, I'll be there. That's going to be a great game. Pacifica was #1 in the nation all the way up until they had a little, stumble against Cyprus in the regular season finale. That made them the #2 seed. So now we're going to get to see, supposedly the best team in the nation going up against the defending champion, Santiago. So it's going to be a great matchup.
And for a little more on this great match and Pacifica softball, Carlos talked to Pacifica coach Mark Campbell and a couple of the Mariners players.
It's a tough team and a tough environment. We'll have our girls ready. It can be loud there and kind of crazy. But the girls are ready for anybody. They've worked hard all year. Back when we started the second week of September, and they've played a lot of tough teams going through that President's Day tournament. So they're ready. It's going to be a tough game. We expect a tough game just like we did yesterday, but the girls are confident. They're very confident right now.
What's it like when you hit a home run in a big game and then you go back in the dugout and there's your dad right there?
It's really exciting because I see the look on his face and it just makes me more excited.
Get a little emotional? Does he ever tear up a little bit?
I've only seen him tear up once, and that was in the Saugus game in Laughlin.
So it's true, he does cry.
He teared up. It wasn't crying.
So it wasn't full-on bawling?
All
right. We haven't been past second round in about 3 years, so it's kind of a big thing for us. But I think if we keep our head right, like our whole team, we don't overthink it like that Norco game, I think we have it in our pocket.
Okay, Carlos, we're talking about Pacifica a little bit there, and they slipped down to #2 in the nation and in the state. #1 in both those categories right now, Norco, and they're playing Foothill.
Yeah, Foothill's been a surprise of the playoffs. They're the only wild card team left in the Division I bracket. They knocked off Agora. They knocked off Simi Valley. Then they knock off Saugus. I mean, they're just taking out all kinds of teams.
Right.
Now they get Norco, but at least they get them at home. Norco has Emily Lockman, who's going to Nebraska. She's one of the top pitchers in the country. She's got 19 shutouts this year, and that's what Foothill's going up against. Then you look at Esperanza's going out to Vista Murrieta. Yeah. Esperanza's got to deal with Sierra Romero, who has 21 home runs this year. I mean, that's just ridiculous. 21, dude. I mean, this is softball. They shouldn't have 21 home runs.
Angels signed the wrong hitter.
They did. I know. Pujols would be scared of this little girl, man. But Sierra Romero's awesome. Esperanza has one of the best pitchers in the county right now, Haley Copeland.
Yeah.
I call her the Matrix because she's got crazy movement on her ball. She's doing great. Then you go to Edison at Orange Lutheran. I mean, that is a ridiculous game. Once again, a stack lineup for Edison. Their pitcher is going to Utah, Sammy Cordova. They got the Wester sisters. They got Jessica Plaza, who's on fire now. She hits the ball. She can hit 300-foot home runs. So, I mean, that's what you're dealing with Edison. Orange Lutheran has Madison Osias. She's going to Ole Miss. They got Jade Vekvanags. She's going to Illinois. Both fantastic pitchers and hitters. They can hit you with either one of them. So, I mean, that's Division I's just ridiculous.
In Division II, we've got a couple teams playing. Well, Northwood's the only team standing from the county, and they're playing at Lakewood. What do you know about Northwood, Carlos?
Okay, Northwood, they got the Thomas sisters, Lindsay and Nicole. They're both going to UNC Greensboro. They're very talented. Surprise team, though, too, of the playoffs, because I didn't think Northwood was going to go this far. Mission Viejo's out. Top seeds out. Yeah. So that division's wide open.
Okay, and then I think we overlooked one team, and that's La Habra, the Highlanders. Pretty good in football, pretty good in a lot of sports, and also they're good in softball this year, right?
Yeah, that's in Division IV, too, and they have one of the best players in the county. Her name's Melina Esparza. She's going to Northern Illinois. The girl has 12 home runs, 30-something RBIs. I don't know why people pitch to her. They give her maybe one ball to hit, she knocks it out of the park. So, I mean, she's playing great for La Habra, but they're playing Dos Pueblos, which is number 18 in the state. And that's pretty unusual down in Division IV to have one of the top teams in the state there. So Dos Pueblos is looking good.
Yeah, and La Habra sophomore, Hope Moreno, too. She's, 7 for 8 over the last couple of weeks, too. The sophomores coming up big. So a lot of great softball coming up here. Carlos is going to be hanging out, looking at that big national rankings written all over that thing over there with the Pacifica Santiago. Lots more coming up. Quarterfinals on their way here in softball at OCVarsity.com. We've got you covered.